Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Disney Dollhouse Stage 55. And you can see from the how far the camera is out, and it's not zoomed in or zoomed out all the way, but you can see that the bench has changed quite extensively. This is actually my first video since I finished redoing the bench, and that is also why I have not posted anything in the past few days because I ran out. Didn't have time. The bench was down for about a month, but let's get into the build. Looking forward to getting back into this. And so what we've got here is the lamp for the Aristocats and the door for the Winnie the Pooh room. In here, let's see, we got the lamp and the carpet for the Aristocats room. Almost didn't see those. Wow. Camera is way far up there now. But those two pins, we've got the rug here. Many little plastic pieces to the door, and I just dropped one all the way to the floor. Let's pile these into my hand and see little slats. Not sure at all where these are all going to go. There are the pieces for the door, to include actually the two doorknobs. Come on, focus. There we go. And then we have the lamp. There's the base of the lamp. I may have to adjust this camera. More of the base, or more of the, actually this goes up into the lampshade itself right here. Got the battery and the actual housing with the light in it. Just go ahead and get rid of these pieces off of here, and we'll start building this. Oh, and the ID tag. So let's set these up here, move these over here. It is almost as if I have too much space on the bench, to be honest. I love it because I've got this bench here. I've got another one over there that's the same size. I've got another one behind me that's pretty close to the same size. And then I got another table over there. Lots of space. I can move models around. It's not going to be near the chore it was to switch between models when I'm doing videos. So first thing it wants us to do on the lamp is to figure out what I did with the battery, which I just left it sitting right there. So the battery is going to go in here, positive side up, just like that. And I'm pretty sure push the button, comes on. Then they want you to take this whole assembly, and I'm looking to see. Yeah, it's going to go down like this. There's two pins. Come on, focus. There's a pin here and here that are going to slot in here onto the board. And you're going to push it past these arms that are going to hold it in place. And of course, we have to make sure that we get the button. Come on. Button has to be in place. I didn't get it on both sides with the arms. Now it's in. And now it's locked in. Should be able to turn it on. I did have to adjust one. Yeah, comes on just fine. What I do need to do, I already can tell, is I need to set somewhere over here or over on this side. I need to change to where that's going to be my close-in cam. Because it is so far up there to reach to the light. Okay, so we've got a tab here and a tab here This is going to go in here like this, button down, side down. It's going to catch on the tab there. Come on, focus. There we go. It's going to catch on the tab there. It's going to go on here like that. I find it interesting that there's that gap there. I don't see anything saying why that gap is there. Then you put this D-shaped pin into this hole here, and the lamp comes on. Come on, where are we at? There we go. So that's not too bad. Not sure if it says to glue it or not, but I think that's going to be just fine the way it is. Next thing it says to do is take the door and let's see if it'll focus on this. You might be able to see there's a slight slant on some of the pieces. The slanted edge, as the door is sitting here, goes to the right. I'm guessing there's a slanted edge on the other side as well. Yeah, these are all the same. The slant is going to go towards the inside of the door. I want you to put some glue on here, which I don't have glue here. Okay, so let me go ahead and get glue and be right back, and we'll get this piece built. Where is my pause button? That is very interesting. I have stop and I don't have a pause button. So I will leave the camera running because it's a brand new setup. I don't understand why there is no pause button on the camera. There usually is. Very interesting the way that things, you know, on the new laptop, things are not quite the same as they were before. Let me find something to put the glue on here with. And I am completely unprepared. This is how long it's been since I've done anything. There. I need a tray for the glue. So put a little bit of glue here. I would think about raising or lowering the camera down, but I've got it specifically at that height because in front of me is the TV, and when I'm not filming, I will have direct sight to the TV. Just a thing that I wanted to be able to do is see the TV so I can watch and build at the same time. Of course, I could just build and watch on the computer, but sometimes I will start recording and then I'll pause, not right now because my pause button is missing, but I'll pause and then I will watch something. This way I don't have to bring down the OBS screen if I pause and then start a video up. It's doable. I did do it on the other computer. Just a new setup I've got to get used to. Oops, got a little bit of glue on the outside of where it's supposed to be. Should be fine. And those are on the one side. And it says to put the doorknob in there. I don't know whether, yeah, it does. It shows a little bit of glue on there. I was going to say I don't know if it shows gluing it, but it does. I've got a whole slew of tweezers right next to me right now. So push that on there. It has you turn the page, and then it says to put a drop of glue on. Interesting. Did I miss it? I did. Put a drop of glue on the pin before you put it into the door. We turn this over. We're going to go ahead and get the other planks for on the door on here. Cross planks, cross members, however you want to call it. So we'll put this one on here. Just kind of drop it in place, push it to where it needs to be, matching up with the lines that are on the original part or on the door itself. Probably could have used super glue on here. Using white glue, hopefully it will set up. Not quick enough to stick it to that, but quick enough to set it in place. Go ahead and get that glue up off of there. We do the other doorknob. One thing about this is it's going to allow larger builds like this to fit on the bench. And that's part of the reason I actually set it up this way, is because I've got the Victory, the anatomy version of the Victory from Artesania Latina. And I wanted somewhere where I could build it without having it be cramped. I'm pretty sure this fits the bill. So I do have some things are in the right place. Not everything, but things end up where they go as I'm building, because that's when I realize I need something there. As I said before, not having built for a month, I forget some of the things I want to have in place. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on here. Then we're going to drop it. And put a little bit of glue on there and not drop it the second time. Come on. That's not working with the tweezers. There. So let me see. Yeah, it's got the pin on both, top and bottom. Get this one in here. And I can stitch together multiple videos. So I am going to pause the camera stop the camera right now and then come back when that's dried. So see you in just a moment. Okay, it's been a few minutes, should be dry, and I went and found where my problem was and fixed it in Steam or in OBS. It's a kind of a hidden setting in OBS. I've never messed with it before, but my recording quality was set to the same as the stream. So let me put some glue on here. I do have to pay attention now to how far back I am, because I tend to do a lot of work down here, which means it ends up off camera. So this is going to go in here between in the front door frame of the Winnie the Pooh room. Kind of like that. And so what I gotta have to do now is I'll put these pieces in, and they will actually put that into the correct place. I also notice that every now and then I'm getting a little bit of a banding because of my lights. just little things I've got to fix as I get reset up in the shop. Same room, different setups. So we'll get some glue in here. That's probably way too much glue and it may just run out. If it does, I'll take care of it. And so this is going to sit down on top of the bottom frame. And what it will set it into place once this goes down. And important note that I didn't mention, the hinge pin goes to the left as we're looking at it right now. It goes towards the side of the room. So let's put some glue on this other one. I apologize if I'm a little bit rusty, but it's been a few days since I did anything on a video. So we're going to take this one. We're going to do the same thing. Push it down in there. And so it's in place now. And the tabs on the bottom have caught the tabs in the room. Let me see if I can get this. So you can see I'm pushing on it and it will not move. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the door and set it in here. Get that schmutz out of there. We're going to set the door in here. Hang on, let me double check. Oh, before we do that, we set the door on here. We need this pin. Come on. We need the pin to go on into the hole in this part, like this. And then we're going to set this into the pin on the bottom of the door. And I've just moved one of the pieces a little bit. I may have to super glue it instead. We're going to set this. We're going to drop the door instead. We're going to set the door pin into the bottom hole there. We're going to take this one. We're going to spread some glue on it. Just like that. We're going to spread the glue on there. And then we will set it back on the door. Maybe. This should not be this tricky. Pull the door back off. Put the pin in. Take this piece off because it keeps coming loose anyway. We're going to push this down into the hole and we're going to set that part in place against the wall. Just like that. So that the door is now in where until I touched it. Okay. Set this back in place. Push it up a little bit so maybe it'll catch. Hold on to it. Note to self, stop using just white glue. Use the wood glue that dries a little bit quicker, has a little bit firmer hold. And we take this piece here, this last one here is going to go across the other side, inside the door. Or not the inside, this will be the outside of the door. It's going to be the top of the door, or it's going to be the top of the door jamb. Set it in place like that. Make sure it is even all the way across. Make sure the other one is in place. And now, since I have the ability, let me straighten that out. I will pause the camera for about 10 or 15 minutes so that I can let this dry. That way I'll be able to show it to you once the glue is dry. So I will be back. Okay, the glue has had enough time to set. And so you can see I now have a working door here. It's been about 15-20 minutes. And that, my friends, is all there is to do in this stage. Interesting thing I just noticed, and I hadn't thought about it before, the cellar, Pooh's cellar room, is actually shorter than the rest of the house. This floor is much shorter, about 3/4 the height of the rest of the house. So we'll see how it works out as things go along. You can see here, oops, knocked it over. And I would glue the lamp together, but you can't do that because if you glue it together, you'll never be able to change the battery out. I may also run wires in here eventually. But if I set this against the wall here, you can see that it is too tall for the room. And there goes the lampshade again. Like I said, that is all there is for this one. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment. I will respond. Love comments. They, lets me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the new setup. I know I've got some tweaking to do. I need to add a separate, at least a second camera, if not a third camera. But it is a much more comfortable space. I've actually just sat in the room here watching TV going, this is nice. Not building anything, but just sitting here because it was very comfortable. With that, have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. I think I already said it, but I'll say it again. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you in the next video or stream.
Model mania, partwork models, plastic modeling, wooden models. Workman's model mania, partwork models, plastic modeling.